Hello, and welcome back. I'm Chris Halstead, Managing Director of Sales from Brown Harris Stevens, Connecticut. And each month I give you a little recap on what happened in the real estate market in Lower Fairfield County in the prior month. So, you ask, what did happen in the 12 towns down county in the month of November? Let's talk about it. But before I move into the numbers, let me first tell you how lucky I am to be coming to you from this month's featured Brown Harris Stevens listing. 97 Carter Street here in New Canaan is one not to be missed. Just 2 miles from downtown and nestled on a sprawling 3+ acre lot, this exquisite 5-bedroom, 5.5 bathroom home offers unparalleled luxury. Designed for the discerning buyer seeking space, sophistication, and serenity, the expansive grounds and meticulously crafted interiors promise exceptional living. Listed with our own fabulous Patty Feber, this move-in house is ready for the holidays. And based on what I've seen, I bet it'll be gone before then, so don't wait to reach out to Patty. All right, I'm gonna jump in talking about inventory. If you've watched me before, you'll know it, or more accurately, the lack of it, has been our major obstacle for months, and at this point, I think it's actually fair to say years. Now, I kicked off the past 2 months report by explaining the year-over-year decrease in available inventory was slowing, and I was optimistic we were headed for an equilibrium. Well, unfortunately, November proved me wrong. After 2 stable months, we saw a major decrease in available homes and condominiums, a double-digit decrease. Active house and condo listings were down 12% from the same time last year and clocked in at just 860. To put that in perspective, and to remind you, that figure at the month of October was 1,074. That means we lost 200 units in November. So, what does this actually mean for each of our towns? Well, as a particularly dire example, let's look at Darien. Darien has a population of roughly 22,000 people. To accommodate those 22,000 people, there are roughly 6,000 single-family homes. As of the time I am recording this video, there are only 17 for sale across all prices. Let me say that again, 17 listings in the town. What's the reason for this major downshift? Honestly, we don't know for certain. November was an election month. The holidays are approaching. People are optimistic next year is going to be strong and are waiting to list. I don't think it's any one thing, but rather a combination of them all. My only hope is if that you are waiting for next year, there are a bunch of you, and we'll see a nice bump come January, February. All right, enough on that. Let's talk about some of the closing data, as it's a little less depressing. House and condo closings clocked in at 388, a moderate 3% decrease from the same time last year, and nearly identical to the month of October. But some good news, there are 486 pending house and condo sales as of the end of the month, 380 single-family homes, and 106 condo closings, which are both respectively up 9% year over year. That figure, up from 418 in the month of October, is likely due to the short-lived buoy we saw in inventory in the months of September and October. These outstanding pending sales will convert to closed sales over this month and next, and will in turn increase our closed sale data. So as for those 388 closings, and even though that figure is down slightly year over year, the sales did close were very impressive. For the 21st consecutive month, the average list to sale price ratio cracked 100%, coming in at 101.9. That's slightly below last year's 102.6, but is still the second highest for the month in at least 2 decades. Also, those 388 closings happened in just 45 days on market, which is a record low for the month. And while happening in record speed, they also closed at near all-time high median sale prices. Our median house sale clocked at $1,140,000, which is up 3% from last year, and our median price for condos jumps to $495,000, which is a 13% year-over-year increase. All this syncs up with the agent's water cooler chatter. Few listings, multiple bid scenarios, best and finals, and you better make sure to get in on the first weekend because it likely won't be there for a second. I've said it before and I will say it again. We are in a strong seller's market. Now is the time to capitalize. As for mortgages, actually not much to report. They've been relatively stable in the mid-6s, and barring any unforeseen economic push, are likely to stay there plus or minus some tenths for the foreseeable future. The rates are what they are, and I am comfortable saying this is the new norm. Gone are the days of 3 and 4%. All right. That does it for me this month. If you have any feedback or questions you want answered, please be sure to log them in the comments section, and I'll be sure to address them. Otherwise, remember to click through to our Mastery of Connecticut webpage for more Fairfield County information and in-depth market reports on each of our 12 towns. Next month's report, I'll also make sure to give you some year-end nuggets, so be sure to tune in. I'll see you in 2025.